Hey there, what's up, y'all? This is Blazer. I'm going to take you through a little domination on Derail. It's going to be obvious what I'm doing here. My class setup's a FAMAS with ACOG. I've got an AA-12 for a secondary because I don't have the 1014 unlocked. Obviously, Claymores are my equipment. Pretty much I'm running Scavenger, Stopping Power, and Ninja Pro. I'm just going to cover both entrances if I can with Claymores and allow me an ENAS to see what kind of assault rifle work we can get done. Sometimes you just can't get set enough before people die and you got to go reset your Claymores. One of the big things that I want to talk about, I hear people talking about basically guys that are running a setup like I'm doing right now. Whether it's with with Scavenger or one man army. It's 100% legit. Yes, it's a little cheap. I will admit that, of course. It used to be kind of a decent amount of how I played. When I was a little less confident, it was a way for me to get kills. I never got big kill streaks or anything doing it. But I hear the people complain. I hear the people whine and bitch and this and that. And I've always known that there's a lot of ways to counter somebody, that's going to do what I do right here. But I never really sat down and like thought about it. Like, how many different ways are there to counter Claymores? People that complain, like, is it just a few so you can't think of it, or it just doesn't fit into your game style, or are you just whining? Basically, that's what I want to know. So I got down and I thought about it. How many different ways are there to counter Claymores? Well, I came up with 12, very legitimate, used all the time tactics or setups, and 5 others. So a total of 17. Pretty much, if you look at your perk setups, you got Sit Rep, Scrambler Pro, equipment. You can use Semtex, C4, frag grenades, put a blast shield on. Every time you die, you respawn with 2 special grenades. Either stuns or flashbangs. Work perfect. Weapon attachments, throw on the old noob tube. Shoot one where the Claymore's been and shoot one where I've been. You might get lucky. Secondaries, launchers. There's 3. RPGs, AT4s, and thumpers. They'll do the same thing a noob tube will for you. Pretty much the other 5 would round out to be the 17. You could throw a javelin on. I wouldn't really recommend putting a javelin on just to take out a Claymore. It's not going to really work on this map. It would work differently, maybe a wasteland or something, where people are outdoors. You could throw a right shield on, kind of combo it with that blast shield, and you'd have no problem getting through a Claymore. Another weapon attachment could be FMJ. Not a necessity, to shoot through the wall with FMJ, just would be helpful. You're looking at another perk setup. Marathon Lightweight. People use it all the time. People run through Claymores all the time. Maybe you could too. And the last, kind of funny, you could just die enough to get Painkiller. You're going to run through the Claymore no problem with Painkiller. So I want to point that out. There's anywhere from 12 to 17 different ways to counter a Claymore. So I don't get it. The other thing I want to talk about is, as this video went on, there was one guy, he came 3 different times. He gave me 3 kills on that AC-130 stretch. And then I got him a 4th time with the Predator. He just happened to be the Predator kill. He was 4 of the 11 kills. I mean, thank you. Thank you very much. I don't get it. What's that saying? Fool you once, shame on me. Fool you twice, shame on you. Fool you a 3rd time, what, you're just an idiot? Come on, what's the deal? So I just want to point that out there. I know this is a controversial setup, and people will probably complain in this video about it, that watch it. Whatever. This is one game that I played, and I'm getting to say something I wanted to say about it right now. So back to the game. Pretty much, I pop up out of that AC-130. I'm on a real nice kill streak. We've been down just about the whole game. We've teetered back and forth with 1 flag or 2 flags. It's just me and ENAS that I know. The other guys are just randoms that we're playing with. At this point, I'm on a good kill streak. I'm just going to kind of ride this out a little bit. I've definitely already told myself when I die, we got to get down to business and get a flag before this gets away from us. So, I'm just kind of hanging out, looking to see what's going to happen here. Uh, I do think that it comes along pretty soon for me, that somebody gets me. Mainly what we talked about was I'd plant claymores and, try to cover us so we could hang out up there. Inez is a really good range player. I obviously, as you can see, sometimes lack my range skills. I probably should have died to that guy right there, but I got a little lucky that it didn't seal the deal. I'm gonna leave this kill cam in because, like I said, I know it's a little cheap what I was doing, so I'm gonna let him have his fun and just stand there patiently behind me and take his time on me. I respawn. Like I said, it's time to make a push on flags. This is domination. It's an objective game. I want to win, more than I want to, show you what I'm doing with claymores and talk about how to counter it. I want to win a game. So I spawned in C. We've only got one flag. We're dangerously creeping up on the time where we might have to dominate to win. I just wanted to kind of check our flank, make sure we're okay. The last thing we can not have happen is to get dominated ourselves. We would have been put right out of this game. So I took a quick check. Now I'm just going to push wide out here, see what's going on. Chatters talk of moving on A. I told him that I'm going to make a move on B, guys. Just try to make some noise. We pop up A before I can even get to B. I'm not really expecting to be able to stay here by myself on B flag. I'm kind of surprised, but I can. So we get into a dominated scenario, or us dominating, and that is very good. I die for it, but whatever. We got B. We're good. The rest of this game, I'm just kind of reacting to what happens in front of me. Honestly, there's no big strategy to what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of reacting. I want to make sure we hold flags. Orange dots, I'm going to kill them kind of thing. That's about it. At this point, even if we lose a flag, and I think we do lose C, yeah, there it goes. We're okay. As long as we control 2, we're going to win. So now it's in the other team's hands. They have to come take a flag back from us. I'm going to get out wide kind of here, make sure the guys aren't coming out of C to make a move on B. That's what I'm after to do. And there's one. Thought he was going to be slick. And I don't know why he went prone when I was staring at him. I understand when you go prone at first to try to surprise somebody, but when they're staring at you, don't just lay down in front of him, because while you're laying down, I'm going to shoot you. So basically here, I could care less about getting in people's face or anything. All I want to do is make sure you don't get to B or get by me on my right to A. That's what I'm doing right now. Pretty sure I strike out on this predator, and sometimes I don't know what I do with those things. And then sometimes I'm very good with them. I guess such is life sometimes, huh? Sometimes. I just said that enough for you, didn't I? Basically just, keeping an eye on the perimeter. I don't want them to get to B. We're in pretty good setups. Inez has a nice angle on C as well. I know he's giving people some shit. Loving it. I'm pretty sure right now that, yep, there's a guy making a move on B. And if you can believe it or not, got a teammate going in there. He gets the kill, but I went to throw a Semtex down there. All the talk of claymores, as many kills with claymores as I got, I forgot I had claymores because I wasn't in that building anymore, and I'm used to throwing a Semtex. So I find that kind of funny that I actually forgot I had claymores set up, and that was kind of the point of this video. Here at this point, again, I'm just going to hang out in B now. I've got people to my right watching that C. I'm just going to make sure that they don't make a move up into this building or to the B flag, and just kind of see what happens. I think we're just about to take the lead in this game here. We've fought our way back from like almost 50 points down. We were kind of pushing on the left side of B. My teammate moved right, so I'm going to stay put. He died. Here in a second, I hear the guy creeping up on the B flag, and we'll take care of him. Thank you, sir, for just laying there for me. Thanks, guy. And at this point, end of the game, I'll call in another Harrier strike. That's cool with me. I've got AC 130 going, 2 more kills. I'll call in another AC 130. I don't have the symbol for the 25 in any prestige. I've not really pushed too hard for anything like that for these 11 kill streaks. So, you know, I'll take one if it comes my way. And it does. I'll go ahead and tell you it does. It makes me happy to call in 2 in one game. I don't get another kill with it or anything. But we're just about rounding this game out here. And, you know, I hope that, you know, watching this video you can understand that there are so many ways to counter Claymores. Whether you use them or don't use them, know that you're vulnerable or there's ways to attack people with them. And, you know, just because you're doing one thing doesn't mean you can't switch it up and move and still win a game. Well, y'all take it easy out there. Be good. Always remember to speak your own truth. Peace.